so what are we doing today?
Well, first I gotta introduce the audience here. Greeting the audience.
Yes. Greeting.
Hi everyone, and welcome to yet another Transformers review with me and my dad here.
And me. So anyway, we are going to be taking a look at something today that's what this is.
And this does go to the figure that we are going to be taking a look at.
Because I don't know what that is. So he knows what it is, but I don't know what it is. So I guess we'll find out in this next review, because to me it looks like a deformed R2-D2. Oh, almost messed up. So I don't know exactly what it is. He knows what it is. And so it's something important, but I don't know what.
And it does have 4 little holes here on all 4 sides, which is meant for something which we will get to in the video.
So yeah, that's about all I know. Because I don't know what it is. It looks like a deformed R2-D2.
I know what it is.
He knows what it is.
And we'll get to that in the reviewing area.
So I'll hold on to this and we'll see y'all here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
And stay tuned.
And here we are at the reviewing area. And here we have this thing that we're going to be reviewing here.
So to me that looks like a ball with a bunch of spikes coming out. And I know it's not, but to me that's what it looks like. It looks like a really bad messed up bowling ball.
It does. But this is a planet here.
That's a planet?
Yes. And this is called the planet Cybertron.
That is Cybertron?
Yes.
I thought it'd be bigger. Okay, if we take a look at Unicron, Unicron's a lot bigger than that. I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's very weird. But this is going back to a cartoon series from when?
2005 to 2006.
And what was it called?
Transformers Cybertron.
So these are where you have keys that you insert to get another mode out of it. Right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And it's these kinds of keys that they're called cyber key or cyber planet keys, also known as force chips in Japan.
Okay.
And this planet Cybertron here does, of course, transform into a robot, and the robot who transforms into the planet Cybertron is the god who created the Transformers.
Okay, so in this timeline, Cybertron created Transformers.
Yes.
It wasn't the Quintessons. That's another timeline, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Just make sure I understood there. Okay.
And, and this does have a name. The planet Cybertron and the robot who transforms into Cybertron here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is named Primus.
This is Primus. Okay.
Yes.
Just in this timeline lineage, where you have the chips that activate into the vehicles, and then they reveal another mode. So just in this one timeline, this is the reality of the revolution of Transformers. Okay.
So, let's take a closer look here. So, as you can see, it is all casted in gray, blue, with some black and a little bit of yellow here. And also a little bit of silver on the sides here. Even on the top here. And if I zoom in here, you can see we do have some yellow paint on these things, which are I think supposed to represent cities.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me. They're representing the cities and stuff like that. It's like I said, it's got a lot of detail to it.
And he does have it on both sides on the top here. And also on the top, you do have 4 Minicon ports on the back here and also on the sides here. Because this is from an era where at the time it is where you had a lot of gimmicks.
Now, the thing that makes it this planet unique, this version of Cybertron.
And he does have another Minicon port here.
Okay. The thing that makes this, to me, different and unique is that on this planet right here, Cybertron, you have raised parts, dividend parts, like this right here is supposed to represent like a part of a city on the planet. And then you have the outraised parts, such as right here, where you can see how it's outraised. That's another part of the city. So this planet's got a bunch of ups and downs in it, and some of it is recessed. I can't believe I just said that. Recessed in, and then it also has these parts that are coming out. What are these?
That they're like supposed to represent like spikes,
Spikes?
if you can call them.
Okay.
And he does have spikes on both sides here. And also some here. And also, if I turn it around, this part here that does have a name here.
I did not know anything about this until Colton had to tell me. And I did not know what it was.
This little part here is called Kaon. This little part here, where it has some silver paint and some yellow around it, is supposed to be named Kaon.
And according to the wording in the story, Kaon is a part on Cybertron that they had a Decepticon base. It's where they had their base.
Right. And you do have some yellow parts here. And as you could see, he does have 4 little stands here, so that way he doesn't roll around.
Right. And those stands can't be pushed into robot mode. They're kind of like just there. Those don't fold up or anything, right? Those stands?
Right, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think that they can fold up.
No. But they are screwed in. So I guess if you want this to roll around,
you take the screws out.
of these 4 stand things here.
Getting back to some of this is what I was talking about right here. Just like in this part alone, that's another spotlight of another part of Cybertron. That's supposed to be a city part.
Yes.
And
it does have a little bit of brown paint to it.
Yes.
And he does have it on both sides.
Right. So this thing is got a lot of molding and detail all over the place. Now this side right here is reset in. Reset in. So it's got a bunch of
but this on both sides, because he does have it on both sides, does come into play. The one here where it has this blue little minicon port in it on both sides.
Sure does.
These do come into play, but we'll get to that when we get to robot mode. Or even his second mode.
So he's got
Yeah.
a second mode, okay?
Yes, he does have a second mode.
Well, Cybertron's just full of surprises, ain't he?
Right. This version of Cybertron here.
This is very weird, but it's the planet Cybertron. That's what they're...
And here's the bottom here. one problem I do have with Primus in his planet Cybertron mode is these things, which are going to be the guns, do pop out a little too easy on mine. That's really the only problem I have with it.
To me, it still looks like a deformed bowling ball. But okay.
And as you can see here, he does have a little speaker here because this does have some sound effects and also some lights to it.
So he has sound and lights. Okay.
Lights and sound.
Lights and sound. There we go. I see. I said that totally backwards. That's okay. My son straightened me out. Thank you. So does he have lights and sounds in this mode?
No.
Okay.
But when we get to the transformation, he will have some lights and sounds to him.
Okay. Alrighty.
And speaking of that...
Look, you got the miniature R2-D2.
Yes.
What is that, Colton?
This is called the Omega Lock.
Omega Lock. Okay.
And that is where this comes into play when you're getting ready to transform him.
So you cannot transform him without the Omega Lock?
Yes.
Oh, you have to have the deformed R2-D2 to go into the port up top, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Oh. So R2-D2 goes into the bowling ball. I mean Cybertron.
In this port here.
In that port there.
And he also does have another port.
Oh.
But that's when we get to his robot mode.
He just got his ports coming out everywhere.
So now, I guess we are now ready to transform him. Not his full robot mode, but we are going to transform him into like his second mode.
His second mode.
He has.
Okay. So we're going to transform him from a planet into his second mode. That's crazy. Okay.
So to transform him, we are, of course, gonna take the Omega Lock here and insert it into this port here. But before I do that, I will have to turn the slide off.
Yeah, we got to turn off the light. So this way you don't get the full effect of the port issue. Yes, the port issue.
So you just take the Omega Lock here and plug it into here. And as you plug it in, that there is going to be a red light here showing here.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Like that. Now what you're going to do next is you're going to take the Omega lock and slide it back. And as you do that, these two side things will pop out. And these things here, which are going to form the guns, will pop out.
Okay. Let me help you hold this. Alright.
And then you'll get some sounds.
Alright.
Just like that. And that gun did not popped out all the way. But that's the sound you get when you pull back the Omega lock. That's inserted into that hole there.
Here we go.
Just like that.
Okay.
And now we can go ahead and take off the Omega lock here, because we don't need it yet. And I will go ahead and turn this light back on.
Okay.
So for the guns here, you want to take these missiles here and rotate them up so they look like this, and bring them forward so they look like this. Then take this part and flip it up. Come to the bottom here and bring this bottom part all the way down. Well, but before you do that, take this blue part here where these stands are at and flip it down first. Then bring this bottom part all the way down so it looks like that. And the last thing you needed to do, and this is where we need to bring back the Omega lock here. Because you want to take the Omega lock and insert it into these holes on both sides. And you want to take the Omega lock and rotate it. And as you rotate it, these things will rotate and these guns here will pop up. and sometimes these little stands will sometimes get in the way. And you kind of want these like this. And for these missiles, you just want to take these little cities here and push them down, which will pop out these missiles. And then you just do the same thing on the other side.
Okay.
And there you have this mode.
Can I say something about this mode? It's a mess.
It is supposed to be like a battle station or battleship mode thing.
I see what they were trying to go for here, but all he did was basically take the ball, split it in half, did a couple of things, and bam, there you go. So this is their second mode?
Yes.
Okay. Their planet, yeah, I could go for it. Their robot mode's even probably better, but this second mode, yeah. Okay.
Not for me. Because this mode, I don't know if he used this mode in the show.
I don't know.
I don't think he has. I think he may have used it once in the Transformers Cybertron cartoon, but I don't remember.
So it's and look, you say that Kaon was the Decepticon base. Well, Kaon's right there in the front of the ship over here. I mean, yeah, that's supposed to be Kaon, so that's the first thing that's going to get hit, to me, in my opinion. Now, are these supposed to be cities? I don't...
No, these are supposed to be guns.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
These things here
Uh-huh.
are supposed to be guns.
Okay. So the more you... Okay. I see. Okay. Something like that right there, where they're facing out. Okay. I see. So that's, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've pretty much got it now, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that the robot mode is better than this one. We'll see. Because this looks like a big pile of mess.
Right.
That somebody did.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. The Cybertron Earth mode, good. The robot mode should be better. This one here, I could no doubt. This one here, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But let's get to his robot mode.
Okay.
And I think for these things that they are supposed to be like rotated this way to make them, to make it look like these are facing the correct way. I think. But you do want to rotate these back down. Come to the front here. Take these blue things and flip them up. Get these rotated this way so they look like this. Take this gray thing here where Kaon is at and flip it up. Then take this entire piece here, this entire front part, and rotate it all the way around. These will form his legs, so you just want to separate the legs here. Trying to get him to stand up.
Right.
Here.
There we go. Ooh. Man, them joints are really stiff.
Almost done here. Take these guns here and rotate them around so they look like this. And this part here is where we need to bring back the Omega lock here. So what you want to do with the Omega lock here is insert it into this hole here and slide it up, which will pop out these things, which will become the shoulders. And these blue things on his chest will move, and the head will pop up.
Okay.
And then you'll get some lights and sounds.
Here, you want me to hold it?
Yes.
Here, well, let me help you hold it. Is this?
I will have to move his shoulder pads up a little.
Go ahead.
And you'll get that sound. and his eyes do light up red.
All right.
See?
Okay. All right.
And the last thing we need to do next is take his hands here and pull them out. And you're done.
So his guns, did they come out? Or are they already out?
That's gonna be for the gimmick.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So here we have Primus in his robot mode.
Yeah. He's he is a pretty big guy. I think Unicron's way bigger. You know, that's just my opinion. He's very durable. He's got a lot of chunkness to him.
Right.
Am I saying that right? Yeah.
And the ratchets on him
Or really tight.
yes.
The ratchets on him are very tight. So you have a look of black, gray, like a sky blue, then a dark blue, then I think that's a yellow. Tads of yellow here and there, a little bit of gold.
And he does have a little bit of yellow here on these things here.
Like little missile pods. Yeah, he's got a lot of weapons on his legs. He's got 2 shoulder mount cannons, I guess. And then he's got some forearm cannons. And let's see,
And a little bit of yellow here on his elbows.
okay, his fist, his hands are
Fully individually articulated
okay.
in the fingers.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, so he could be like, yeah, he could be like pointing. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He can point and everything. He has a pointer finger. A pointer finger.
And if these elbows and also the waist and his hips do look familiar to you, these were from that custom Bruticus that I have reviewed a long time ago.
Yeah, he had a big custom Bruticus. So you mean to tell me some of the parts come from this guy for the Bruticus? Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. But you would have to go back and look in our very first beginnings when he did the big, gigantic Bruticus.
Bruticus.
That took multiple Transformers to make.
Cause that custom Bruticus,
It had some parts that come off of other pieces to help make Bruticus. So some of the parts that formed that Bruticus come off of this guy here.
yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, that would make sense because the ratchets are very tight.
Even the hands came from this guy.
Okay.
And getting a closer look at the head sculpt here, just has a lot of blue, yellow, and silver for the face. A little bit more yellow on those things there. Some brown and silver on his chest. Some more brown. And also if I show y'all the side here, this is where you would insert your AA batteries here from that screw right there. And the little compartment door that you would insert your little batteries in. And you do have some silver paint on his thighs. And you do also have some light blue on him to help break up a lot of the color schemes that he had in his planet mode as well. And here's the side view here. The back here.
The back view here, which is just kind of spread out all over the place. Okay.
And the one problem I have for the back of his robot mode is this thing.
The tail flap. No.
Which just
Kind of hangs there.
hangs there.
Kind of just hangs there.
And here's the other side here. And all in all, he looks like a pretty good robot mode. You think he looks like a pretty good robot mode?
Yeah, he looks alright. He looks, I don't know. He looks like one big robot that went from a deformed bowling ball to went to a even crazier looking alt mode to a okay robot mode. It's different. That's for sure.
I actually
You like it?
like how his
The robot
mode looks.
That how his robot mode looks. Now I am very surprised that they gave him, finger articulation. That is nice. That's nice. Each one of them were individually articulated. You got bends where the bends should be at. You got folds that should be, like I said, the thumb it's independently articulated, and so I do like that. Yep, on both of them. It's like that for both of them.
Yes. But he doesn't have any wrist swivel.
Oh, okay. No wrist swivel. That was sacrificed for a transformation. Okay, so what else do we have?
Well,
Okay.
I am getting to his articulation.
Okay.
So for his articulation, head does swivel all the way around, but it only goes left and right because of the electronics in him. So it only swivels left and right. Arms can rotate all the way around on a ratchet, but it does get hindered by the shoulder pad and these things on the back. Move in and out on a ratchet, ratcheted elbows, swivel at the elbows on a ratchet. And of course, the fingers on his hands do move. On this joint and also this joint
Alright.
at the knuckle.
The person who's watching this, and if he sees this, I know he's going to love it, but I'm just going to say it. It's got independent articulation in the hand. That's a little inside joke there. Anyway, go ahead.
And of course, the thumb does move. He does also have a waist swivel on a ratchet.
Wow.
Legs can go forward, back on a ratchet, move in and out on a ratchet, bend at the knee on a ratchet, swivel at the knee, which is not on a ratchet, and the feet can move up and down, and you do have a little bit of an ankle pivot. And that's it.
What's his name?
Primus.
Primus. So Cybertron transforms into Primus. In this evolution of Transformers. Okay. But you definitely need to have the locking key to unlock a bunch of this. Okay. And what is that called?
The Omega Lock.
Omega Lock.
And another thing that the Omega Lock can do, which I forgot to show y'all, is that these cyber keys do insert to these little holes on all four sides.
Okay, so those four, yes, slots the keys can go into. Okay.
So now for some features that this guy can do. First, let's start off with his arms. And also his arms do have some minicon ports here. But what you can do with his arms here, take the cyber key here. Yes, I know that this is not his cyber key, but you can use any kind of key. But what you would do with the cyber key here is you would insert it into these slots here. And as you insert it in, these guns will pop out. Just like that. These barrels extend out, and these things here do pop out. Just like that. On both sides.
Pop out cannons. But you can only get that feature with the Cyberverse key. With the key, you gotta put the key in there.
And also, for his little shoulder cannons here, they do fire out 2 missiles. But as you can see, I only have one. And not the other one here. But the way you would fire them out is he does have these little black triggers here that do fire. Just like that. And coming down to his legs here, these things here where these blue minicon ports are, you can take these blue minicon ports and pull out these things here. And you have like little claws here. Little posable claws here. That can move on this joint here, this joint here, this joint here, and you can open up the claws here. Or these posable armature things. And he does have these on both sides. Just like that. So you can have him with these posable arm things. that is it for Primus here. So, I guess we'll be back with our final thoughts here.
Yeah, we'll be back here in a minute with our final thoughts to let y'all know what we finally think about them. See y'all here in a minute. Okay.
So there you have the review of Transformers Cybertron Primus here.
That transforms into Cybertron.
The planet Cybertron, yes.
That the Autobots and Decepticons stay on. Okay. Alright, so, okay. Alright. His bulkiness, he's very chunky. He's got a lot of gimmicks. I can appreciate the hands, the fingers, the separate fingers that move. That's all the better for the gripping and stuff like that. His back, he can be back heavy if you do not give him a good stance to get into. The only thing that's keeping him standing up right now is that his ratchets are very, very tight.
Yes.
You know, I don't think you'd have to worry about breaking anything on this guy. I think it's a fight just to get him transformed from one mode to the other, because there's so much going on at one time. When you put the key, the cyber key?
Yes.
The cyber key in him, the whole top of him flips up and his head comes up and some other stuff's going on. And when you put it in his chest right here, this opens up, his head comes up, his shoulders come out, his arms come out. It just got a lot going on at the top. We're back down here at the bottom, it's not so complex.
Right.
As far as the Transformer himself, he's good, he's bulky, he's sturdy. There's a lot of plastic on this guy. And there's a lot of stiff ratchets.
Right.
I don't think Colton felt like he was going to break anything. I think Colton was more or less, it was a struggle for him to get it into the positions and the modes that it needed to go into to review it. Now, I'm just going by what I've seen in pure speculation. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to let Colton talk. And I thought he had more lights and lights on him than what he had. But that's okay.
He just has a couple of lights on him. So for my final thoughts for this figure, planet mode looks great. His battle station mode, nah. And his robot mode, to me, looks pretty good. Except the only thing I do not like is that gray thing. That's just hanging out on the back there, where that minicon port is at, and those black spikes. That's really the only problem I have with him. is that thing sticking out or hanging down on the back.
The back flap.
But everything else looks pretty good. Except for his, like, battleship mode thing.
Hey, y'all, it is almost going to be down here where we're at. It's just in the beginning of summer. It's been a brutal summer. The heat has been horrendous. But hopefully fall will be knocking on the door here in about a week or 2, 3, maybe a month at the most. And we'll start getting some relief. Until then, if you are in a hot, dry area, please drink enough water. Stay hydrated. So just be careful if you work out there in the heat, like I do. Just be careful out there. Just listen to your own body, stuff like that. Some of us, work out there in the field, so we have to take extra care of ourselves and listen to what we have going on. So hopefully fall will be knocking on the door here soon. We'll just have to see. So with that said, that's enough for the weather report. So far in my area, we haven't had any hurricanes, but this year's not finished. We'll have to see, but so far, yes, the people over there in Florida and stuff like that, our hearts and our prayers go out with y'all to pull that area of that part of the United States back together. Y'all just take care, be careful out there. And, okay, I'm going to turn back over to Colton.
So, I think that is about it. So, there you have it. Transformers Cybertron 2005 Primus. And if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there is a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.